Top 10 most aggressive players in the Premier League. The Premier League is undoubtedly the most competitive league in the world. With so many teams competing for the title, players have an inherent need to constantly improve their game. With that kind of boost comes natural side effects. Players get too reckless. While a good deal of aggression is often motivated in players, turning them into a raging typhoon of destruction isn't the perfect way to go. Here is a list of the top 10 players with the most red cards in Premier League history. 10. Vinnie Jones. Red cards, 6. What can we say about Vinnie Jones that has not been said before? He is responsible for giving us this iconic yet painful moment in football. He hung up his boots to take up acting, to massive success, appearing in a myriad of films playing the tough English nut that is prone to go mental at any given second. The character he plays isn't too far from the man itself, as he was quick to resort to violence on the field. Racking up an impressive number of red cards, Vinnie Jones has cemented his legacy in the football world. 9. Steven Gerrard. Red cards, 6. We're pretty sure you read that name again. Just to make sure you didn't get it wrong, Steven Gerrard is a legend of the Premier League and has, for a long time, been the flag bearer of skill, sportsmanship and integrity. But it is also true that Steven Gerrard, in his career, has accumulated a total of 6 red cards, which is the same number as Vinnie Jones. A highly unusual list for Gerrard, given his reputation. This goes to show that Gerrard, in all his glory, is still human and prone to mistakes from time to time. 8. Joey Barton. Red cards, 6. Did you know this name would appear on this list sooner or later? You might be a little surprised when it arrived earlier than expected. Most fans who have followed the Premier League religiously know that Barton is one of the craziest people to ever set foot on a football pitch. It's not just his on-field antics that make him a despicable player and human being, but his off-the-field antics don't help his case either. He was arrested multiple times for reckless driving, assaulting a player with a cigarette, and even brawling on the street. It's a surprise that Barton still finds work in football. 7. Nemanja Vidic. Red cards, 6. The Serbian giant was, at times, solely responsible for United's defense. Nemanja was the strong and physically imposing figure who held Manchester United's back four together. Vidic was the prototype of a strong centre-back, and many players took inspiration from the Serbia. Nemanja Vidic played a very clean game overall, but rarely missed an opportunity to pick one up for the team and sacrifice himself so the team would not concede goals. Collecting 6 red cards in his career, Vidic still manages to be one of the best defenders United have ever had. It is very disheartening to see how underrated Vidic was in his time at United. 6. Martin Keown. Red cards, 6. The Arsenal side in the late 1990s and early 2000s were mainly known for their lack of discipline. This is exemplified by the legendary defender's 6 red cards. Martin Keown has been an essential part of Arsene Wenger's Arsenal squad and has usually delivered excellent and reliable performances. However, there were times when Keown and his notorious temper got the upper hand, and he acted recklessly and cost his team a game or two. Since then, Arsenal have gradually improved in the disciplinary department, and the number of red cards accumulated by the team has decreased. 5. Lee Cattermole. Red cards, 7. The 25-year-old from Sunderland is relatively new to the list, with most players on the list having retired from active competition. Cattermole, as he has been nicknamed by Premier League fans, in very few games he managed to match the red card records of players like Alan Smith and Roy Keane. More on that later. Cattermole has been sent off 7 times in his career and shows no signs of slowing down in his quest to become the player with the most red cards in the history of the sport. Let's hope Cattermole improves in the disciplinary department as he shows promise in so many other areas of his game.